Hi everybody, this is Josh Ford. I'm running for the U.S. Senate in the 2018 election. I want to talk to you today a little bit about the false information that the mainstream media has been providing us. They want us to live in fear these days of Russia, the big bad Russian bear that's come back since the Cold War. It simply isn't true. During the Cold War, the Russian troops had 4 million troops. They're down to 1 million troops. What else do we have for facts that counters this great threat that the Russian people are? The current Russian budget on defense is $85 billion. Now, that sounds like a lot, except for the fact that the U.S. current budget on war is $609 billion. We are blowing up the planet on a yearly base now, ignoring the infrastructure of the United States, ignoring the needs of the American people, and all to profit Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, and the politicians that are getting paid off, like Hillary Clinton and God knows how many others. If what the FBI says is correct, we can't really trust any of our politicians anymore. So what it's going to come down to is you and me, the American people, who are no longer going to tolerate wars for profit and corruption. I am not going to allow our government to destroy the Russian people for no good goddamn reason. It's disgusting. We're still blowing up the Syrian people, and we have been aiding ISIS. ISIS leaders that were captured have even admitted to taking money from America. Hillary Clinton belongs in prison. And if she doesn't die from old age or a stroke, I swear to God, I hope that the FBI or the U.S. attorneys that are currently working to put her behind bars get her real soon, because we have to put an end to this insanity. The only thing that our current government seems to profit from is death. Our wars, they profit on wars and death. And they profit on killing people here in the United States. From pharmaceutical companies that are hiking money through the roof, prices through the roof, so no one can afford to be properly cared for anymore. We need a single-payer healthcare platform. My son, he needs EpiPens. And, these days you need more than one of them in case something happens. You need them at home, you need them at school. They used to be approximately $200. Since the price just skyrocketed, it's now $600 per EpiPen. And that's only one drug that they currently have prices skyrocketing on. So death is good overseas, death is good here in America. Killing Americans, killing Russians, killing American soldiers, killing poor people in Syria, it's all profitable. It's amazing how much money you can make off of killing people. I am sick to death of it, and you should be sick to death of it. We have been awakened since Bernie Sanders woke us up, and we're not going to tolerate this kind of corruption. The American people stand for more than death and destruction. We were once a great nation that built things. We built towers to the skies, we built amazing things, planes that broke sound barriers. We have been to the moon and back, and yet now a very few wealthy and rich people have decided that they're going to take it all from us. Everything. And apparently they think they're going to take it to the grave because they're destroying our planet in the process. We can no longer allow or afford to stand idly by and allow all this to go on. There's simply going to be nothing left for anyone. I don't know if the rich have a space station somewhere above the planet that they're planning on hanging out on while the rest of us just waste away from starvation. But they are clearly trying to destroy the atmosphere, the climate. They're poisoning the American people, and we're waging wars with, as they like to claim, a second time, another axis of evil. They're so pathetic about their rhetoric, they can't even bother to change the commentary. Maybe they don't have the money for it. It's all been sucked up by the rich people. We have to stand together and unite. And unite we will. We're going to fight together with the Green Party and Jill Stein. Now, one of the greatest concerns that's going on through the Green Party right now that we have to get behind and deal with is stopping election fraud. The election fraud is going to be an attempt by Hillary Clinton and the oligarchy, the few people in power, to steal this election from the American people. We have to go to our city halls. We need to go to our state houses. We need to rally. We need to fight together. We need to stand up every day and make sure that this election will be free and fair. No more electronic voting. No more hiding who voted for who, and then surprise! Oh, the person that nobody wanted was elected, who's going to do everything the corporations want. It's not going to be tolerated. If I see an electronic voting machine at my polling station, I'm going to voice my opinion there and then and have it removed. And I suggest you all do the same. I'm going to bring a ream of paper, so that when they say, how are we going to count people's votes? I'm going to go, here's a pen, here's some paper. I'm voting for Jill Stein. Put it in that ballot box. And then the two people that are going to vote for Hillary, that don't have no clue and pay no attention to what's going on in the real world, they can put it in Hillary's ballot box. And then we'll count. And amazingly enough, Jill Stein is going to whoop Hillary, because the American people are done with her. Let me say that again. The American people are done with Hillary. And we're done with the corruption. And if it doesn't come to an end, things are going to end the hard way for the oligarchy, because the American people, we're pretty much facing death any which way we go. We can die in Hillary's wars. We can die from fracking, which is destroying several states here in the United States through earthquakes right now. We can die from pharmaceutical companies that do not pay, that expect us to pay our mortgage and them at the same time, but right now medication costs more than the mortgage does, and since no one's had a decent pay raise in, I don't know, probably 20, 30 years, it's just impossible to stay alive. So with our lives on the line, we either elect Jill Stein and deal with the election fraud and fight to get past it, and we elect a new Congress, including myself, who will be replacing Elizabeth Warren for not backing Bernie Sanders when it would have mattered. I know she spoke highly of him afterwards, but you know what? It's too little, too late. And now I'm coming, the American people are coming, and we're going to make a change in this country. We're going to stop the election fraud. We're going to put an end to the war with Russia before it even begins. Please share this video. Tell people the truth. Tell them the Russian people don't deserve to die. Tell them we don't need to go to war with them. We can make a difference in this country. We can take our country back, and we can do it together. Thank you. This is Josh Ford, running for the U.S. Senate and Congress in the 2018 election. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Please leave comments. Thank you. Bye.